Alright, welcome back everybody. ASAP Grim here, and this is the continuation of our second Chronicle and Endless Space 2, where we're playing the tutorial for the second time also. I just started the countdown timer, and I wanted to get my zoom level right to... I had to decide where I wanted you guys to intro in at, and I decided that out at this level was best. And what happened then is that I accidentally kind of moused over this, and I saw this is the system that the leapers, I guess they're called leapers, that they're also called cravers. Maybe cravers is the race and leaper is like the faction name, because maybe you can have several different factions. I don't know, but you can see they own the Corvus sector right here. There's something here to here to here, but it's also this part over here. They're connected, so it's probably this whole thing here, where we run this way, they run like more this way. So also, if you recall in the last episode, I was nervous about these guys. They're very much stronger than we are, and they're already exerting pressure on us. They have already demanded a payment, which I turned down. And so we're going to go ahead and tell all our fleets to move. What were you doing? Oh, you're auto-exploring. Okay. I just need to kind of refresh myself on what everybody was up to. You are going to this home system here. This is where I'm going to settle you guys. You are, I think, part of my navy now, and then this is our actual navy, and it looks like I would be able to merge these two. Once they get in the same system, because I think I can, it looks like I have 13 command points here, so I should, and I'm only using 4 of them. Okay, is everybody working on something? Yes, and I am building more navy, that's right, because I'm preparing for war. Okay. New event, a two-way street. The recent switch to industrialist politics in Heka has left many unhappy. Chief among the dissidents is a radical splinter group who have begun raiding shipping lanes to disrupt economic activity. The governor has imprisoned the worst of the offenders and plans to deactivate several established, historically significant space stations to build a network of newer, cheaper, secure waypoint systems for intra-system travel. There's not a way to renovate them, huh? Historically significant. We can't deactivate non-historically significant? The people have voted against his proposal, citing historical and cultural value. The decision falls to you. Well, I mean, my impulse is, why would you go against the will of the people? Why would you do that? But I'm from America, where we're, supposed to have a representative government. Talk to Americans and you'll get different views on whether or not that's actually happening or not. But that's not the point. I'm trying to say my entire worldview lens constitutes that you would never ever breach this, but in this game we're playing an authoritarian nation. So that might not be the case. Let's find out what we get. The orbital stations are indeed old, and the new waypoint network would give your system an economic boost, as well as discouraging terrorist attacks. Those are 3 good points. The sentimental citizens of Heka will just have to accept things. We would get -10 approval on the system for 10 turns. but plus 20 dust, and an increase to the industrialist political ideology. Well, I've thrown quite a bit at the industrialists here recently, so that's kind of a diminishing return thing, I think. The other two, I might be able to deal with negative 10 approval for 10 turns in exchange for plus 20 dust. Or I can veto it. If the people voted to preserve the space stations, they should certainly not be destroyed. It will be a little harder for the governor to implement his plan, and perhaps the system will suffer a few more dissident attacks. I don't know if that's acceptable. But ultimately, the people should decide what their home system looks like, not you. And all kinds of questions can come up here. Because you could make an argument that you have your local community, but if your local community is part of a larger whole, then your actions affect everybody. Now, that's a collectivist approach. Yeah, it's, let's see, plus 10 approval on Heka, negative 20 dust, and it increases the religious political ideology. Is there a way for me to see what Heka... Whoops, I'm going to have to go through all that again. How's Heka's approval right now? It's at 78%. And its dust production is quite low. So I think that's going to make the decision right there. Uh-oh, diplomatic message. Few ignore Craver demands, fewer still live to tell the tale. Yeah, I kind of believe it. Solo quest started, Chapter 2, looking to the future, excavating the past. How much of this have I read already? Let's go ahead and read the whole thing. The trail runs cold. Julinka rots in the cells, silent. Nobody knows anything about the ancient rebellion, or anything they're prepared to admit, at least. The knowledge eats away at you, day after day after day. You torture yourself, knowing how many countless thousands of patriots it must have taken to enact such a betrayal. Hidden shipyards, empire funds siphoned off official accounts, redacted records, double lives. Some of the snakes must still be among the masses here on Raya, lying over and over to preserve their skins. Will you need to search every lead yourself to know the truth? Who can be trusted? You try to put the matter out of your mind and instead think of the millions of true patriots. Now the matter of Emperor-elect has been settled. It is time to turn your attention to their futures and your legacy. What course should the great United Empire be set on before your rule ends? Should you heed the warnings of the warmongers in your ranks, epitomized by the Sheridan name, and militarize? Or should you hark back to an earlier age of scientific invention when your Mizari forebears sailed the great darkness? Or perhaps you should stay this course, let the United Empire fulfill its true potential as an industrial powerhouse. This may not necessarily be your final legacy, but you should give your empire a taste of the future nonetheless. Well, if we were to roleplay this under the present conditions, we're under a lot of threat. This would be kind of like ancient Rome whenever it was coming up, and you know, when they came under threat, that whole civilization galvanized towards discipline and military, and it was like citizen duty. It was an honor to join the military. Only landowners were allowed to join. You had to have quote-unquote skin in the game to be trusted to be a member of the military. You had to have something you could lose, and so you were willing to fight for, as I understand it. So I think that would play well with what we're looking at right here. So we're going to go with the Sheridan. In this age of uncertainty, when the stars harbor the other, The other. Your empire will benefit from embracing its Sheridan side. The Emperor-elect Lena Zalevas. Lena? I think that's Lena. Lena Zalevas should witness and understand the might of your military fleets. Yeah, win 5 battles. The reward would be the Gyalfire, which is a laser. United Empire, I have heard this is the toughest one. Hold at least 3 systems of level 2 or higher. But you get a sci-fi design school. That's pretty nice. 56 influence per turn, I think. And 20 industry per system level. Oh, no. The 56 influence is cost. No, there's a cost, there's an upkeep. I don't think it gives you 56 influence. I think it costs 56 influence. I'm not for sure, though. Then we have the Mizari, possess planets of every climate type. Gas type is not required. Who's Yuri? This is the game show that produces 5 science per population. Alright, well, let's just run with Sheridan, and we'll take the Gyalfire, even though I'm currently fitted for torpedoes. And the first part of the solo quest is complete, where we picked who would be our successor. Produce at least 150 dust per turn in your empire. We have succeeded in that. That's why we got that part 2. And Lena Zalevas is going to be the person that it... No. We got this as a reward. Oh, and also I believe she's the one that we picked to succeed us as our successor. And here she is. An Academy hero has joined your empire. The significance of this event should not be underestimated. Open the hero management screen to learn how to get the best out of your new hero. Again, I gotta say, hats off to the artwork here. She's awesome looking. Assign skills. Let's maybe start with this one this time. I still like this as dust. Eventually, I probably need to give the Orator a shot. Maybe I'll do it now. Okay. We gain 2 influence. That's nice. Per population on planet. Yeah, that is nice. I'm glad I went with it. Okay. And I want to put her in charge of the Primus system. New event, a 2-way street. Oh yeah, we were gonna go approve. Confirm. Done. Construction complete of the intergalactic supermarket. That's why, look, we jumped up to plus 185. Now we're building big data shipyards. This is in the Primus system, where Elena just took over. Yeah, it's the industrialists by a good stretch. 36% to 22% on pacifists. We do not want pacifists coming into the ranks here. It's going to be hard for me to avoid that because I'm an economy guy. I kind of believe economy is the oil of the war machine. And, when it comes to video games, And so I tend to favor building up infrastructure and economies early in an empire building game, and then let that flow have the domino effect in building everything else later. So it is hard for me to avoid. In this game, that's tied to pacifism. And the reason that they're doing that is because they're viewing it from the perspective of international trade, where merchants are not going to want to be at war with places that have markets available to them. So that's the slant that this game decided to take on that. That's not always true. You could try for, intergalactic domination through coercion and war. But I can see why they would have gone this route. So let's hit X. I'm sorry, I have a little bit of the sniffles. Normally I mute mic if that happens, but twice now I haven't done that. Let's move everybody. This person's on automatic exploration, and we will push to turn 57. That was a big turn. That took a while to get through. Big data shipyards are complete in Primus, and now we're on to impervious bunkers. That was fast. Military ship prices decrease. Okay, again, we are productive. Everybody is building. Do we have any open spots? Nope. Look at this, man. Overwhelming representation by the industrialists. 8 to 3 to 1. All right. I think these are our demographics. It looks like we have 4 Yusho, 4 Calgaros, 1 Haroshin, and 11 Imperials. Okay, tell everybody to move. Solo quest complete, the good life. Given the imminent cataclysm, the need to relocate the Horatio Enclave is clear. Fortunately, the beautiful one should bring some useful benefits too. The Horatios seem pleased with their new homes. As you watch them wander around, hanging up artwork and woven decorations brought from their previous homes, you ruminate that there is more than one route to finding satisfaction in life. And we got 50 influence for that. All right, cool. So, are you able to colonize? Tiny. What do I do with you? That's the hangar. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do with these guys. Maybe they will auto settle after this turn. Let's wait and see if that's what happens. Okay. Otherwise, there's not really anything else going on. Well, it is telling me that this one's dormant. Well, let's go ahead and complete the turn. Productive. The Ghost of a Machine, Part 2. And we have success plus 10 dust on Empire systems. New event riled researchers. It appears that an intergalactic congress of scientists has turned into a labor dispute. They have come to the conclusion that their work is grossly underappreciated and plan to halt all experimental efforts until their wages improve, their lab equipment is upgraded, and their work reported more professionally. Really? Well, we could ignore them and take the science hit and outweight them, I guess. Plus 30 industry on colonies on Empire and increases the industrialist political ideology. Who cares about science? You prefer to spend your efforts on rewarding industrial workers and practical results. I don't know about that. Okay, maybe it's time to do something. It's better to spend a little money than to see your knowledge and research talents dwindle and disappear. That's going to come at the cost of dust. I don't think we should cave to them. I mean, this is a pretty stiff penalty. But I don't think we should cave. It'll set a bad precedent that'll be remembered for a long time to come. We should set a good precedent. We should crush this rebellion, but they don't give us that option. We'll hit confirm. We're ignoring it. Solo quest complete, lifting the lamp. A small immigrant community is forming. Your heart swells. Seeing them go about their daily business, your empire is growing in more ways than one. Capture, assimilate, or attract a new population type into your empire. All right. I think we probably assimilated them. Capture, assimilate, or attract. Yeah, we assimilated. A new pop. Okay, these effects are done. Bumper crop. Those effects are finished. And we've completed a panther and are working on another panther. I don't know what to do with you, buddy. I think you're an exploration vessel. I think you deposited your colonists onto this planet right here. Yeah, it's pretty full now. We're still quite a ways away from expanding this system. So I'm going to put you onto auto explore. We have a battle. Our prowler is about to get wiped by these pincers. I don't know how we're outfitted with this prowler either. We are energy. Built more for medium and short range. What are they? They're kinetic, aren't they? So this wouldn't really help me. I think I'll take revive and rebuild here because I'm expecting to lose this. Increase battle speed with the plus or minus key. Okay, that's nice to know. Oh yeah, look at that. This is normal speed right here. Oh wow, torpedoes. That's all she wrote. Okay, grave defeat. And we'll say we're done with that. And push on to turn 59. Okay, now things are more in our favor. Let's see what we're going to do here. We know that we are kinetic based and that we are long range to medium. So we're going to take, and again, they are also kinetic based. They're just out-armed really badly. This is showing that we're both kinetic. Nobody is geared for energy weapons, but we dwarf them and our weapons output potential. So what I'm going to do, this is useless to us. I'm not expecting to lose, so that just leaves this one, plus 3% damage at long range per enemy ship on our ships. So there's 2 enemy ships, so it's going to be plus 6%. I think we're going to blow these guys up really bad. Wipe them out is what I'm trying to say. Of course we're going to blow them up, but oh yeah, there's our Empire fleets, very industrial looking, utilitarian. Oh, that's cool. I haven't seen that view before. Those are all plate armor. Inbound. And we're going to return fire. Oh man, we already blew one of their ships up. Oh, and there goes the second one. They could not handle that salvo. We didn't really have any defensive guns to take down their torpedoes either, though, so we took some hits. But you can see they didn't do much damage at all. We can look at the advanced, and they did 825 damage. 3 shots were evaded. We did 5,200 damage. And 1,274 was absorbed by their hull plating because they used the shield wall, plus 25% short-range defense bonus on ships. Oh, that's weird, since I guess it affected them positively. Alrighty. We torched them. Pervious bunkers done, infinite supermarkets being built. Primus is really coming along. And everybody continues to move. Push to turn 60. Competitive quest started. Founders Keepers. The system Nair has recently become a flashpoint in the galaxy-wide struggle for dominance. Due to its unique history, position, and resource distribution, it's caught the eye of multiple other empires, some of who are reportedly eyeing it as a potential new base. Now's your chance to beat them to it and deny them a valuable strategic foothold. Be the first to control the target system. Nair. Okay. Speaking of research, we have 4 turns left before we can colonize gas planets. The Living Plague. Oh my gosh. Now we're getting into things that I've not seen before. Your scientists have detected a heavily damaged ship of unknown design entering your home system. The ship is unresponsive to hails, and sensors have detected that the engines are in critical overload and it will soon self-destruct. Scanning the ship, you discover that it contains not only a dense computer core containing untold secrets, but also passengers in stasis who have been infected by an unknown plague. You can only save the core or the passengers before the ship explodes. Oh, that's an easy choice for us with the kind of empire that we are. We're going to save the core. You will need to increase your industry and science to create the special tools and machines to extract the core. You can increase production of a resource by building appropriate system improvements and planetary improvements, setting hero skills, etc. And the system do say produce at least 176 industry and 62 science. And we will receive a random technology. Alright. And a million things I haven't done is the effects of that choice are finished. Progress has come to an end as well as its effects. A population of Hiroshims at where? Primus. Completed a panther, building another panther. And Heka completed its obelisk of remembrance. That's a big deal. And is now building drone networks. Okay, we're on turn 60. I want to see... Before we wrap this up, I need to know how to look at how everybody's stacking up against each other. I don't remember how to do that. It's quests and events, diplomatic screen. That's not it. Hero management, military status, technology screen, economy screen. Mastering the economy screen will be key to making you rich. Here you will manage your trade companies, get access to the marketplace, and elaborate your system developments once you've researched the right technologies. Hover over each screen section and know exactly which technologies are required. Notice that the screen is accessible using the F3 shortcut. Right. The Senate screen and Empire summary. Victory, that's right, that's how you do it. Okay, our score, we're in third place, so we're not dead last. That's good. When it comes to supremacy, everybody is tied for first. When it comes to conquest, we're now second place. We used to be dead last. When it comes to science, everybody is tied for first. Our economy is third place. And everybody's tied for first on wonders as well. Okay. Well, cool. Let's save. Sweet. And again, I'm Aesop Grimm. Thank you for coming by this channel. I hope all is well in your neck of the woods. And I'll see you in the next episode. Remember, we are trying to get... We're 4 turns away from extreme atmospherics. We want this system right here, but we have to be able to colonize gas planets. So I'll see you in the next episode where this story continues.